Man, does it feel good to be back to in-person classes for school today. I think today was the first day I've actually been in class since like early 2020, which is kind of crazy to think about. And I was also thinking today after my class and on the drive home, I was thinking about how online school made me feel like I pretty much wasted 2 years of education just because I don't know, learning in person for me is so much easier than learning online. But with that being said, let's talk some Call of Duty and some Vanguard. And I was thinking, with Vanguard being as similar as it is to Modern Warfare 2019, what is the likeliness we will see an Obsidian camo or a camo very similar to Obsidian, or a camo that basically is the same as Obsidian, it has the same requirements, just a different looking camo introduced into Vanguard? Because as you guys know, I have Dark Aether and the Atomic camo unlocked. And Season 2 is coming out on Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna be honest, boys, I'm not gonna be playing Call of Duty on Valentine's Day. I think you know what me and my girlfriend are gonna be doing, right? You guys are absolutely correct. We are going to be studying because that is important, and we have midterms coming up, which is fantastic. But with that being said, I kind of want a new grind in Vanguard. Like, Atomic and Dark Aether were all fun in games, and Season 2 will bring out some DLC weapons for us. And I think we're getting some Cold War DLC weapons as well, but that's not a lot of grinding to do, and I don't know. I just want an Obsidian camo in the game, and I think it would be really cool if you had like a base Obsidian camo for your gold guns, and then like an upgraded Obsidian camo if you got Obsidian on every gun in the game. So for example, if we look at Modern Warfare 2019, we have gold, platinum, Damascus, and then Obsidian. And Obsidian you can only unlock once you get gold on that weapon. But if you're crazy like Jev, you get Obsidian on every weapon in the game, but you get no reward out of it. So what would be cool is, instead of just having like a base Obsidian for every weapon, if you had like an Obsidian Mastery camo, and that could look like anything from just a different looking camo altogether, or maybe just an animated Obsidian camo. Imagine this: Modern Warfare 2019, you get Obsidian for every gun, and then you unlock like Exclusion Zone, which basically is Obsidian's camo with a little bit of animated green lines through the cracks of like the rock and whatnot. And I think it would just be another fun grind to do, which would be awesome, because if you saw someone with like that Exclusion Zone camo, and of course for Vanguard and for Modern Warfare 2019 it wouldn't actually be Exclusion Zone. I'm just creating a hypothetical because I think in my mind and in my logic, the next step or the next evolution of Obsidian would be Exclusion Zone. So that's why we're talking about the Exclusion Zone camo, not that Exclusion Zone's coming to the game. But imagine there's an Obsidian camo for Vanguard, and you unlock that Obsidian camo or whatever the equivalent is for every single weapon in the game, and then you get a Mastery camo for the Obsidian. So there's 3 Mastery camos in the game. You have your Atomic, your Dark Aether, and the Master Obsidian or Exclusion Zone. I don't know what the camo would look like for Vanguard, and I'm being honest, I want this grind to be put in the game because I think if I had the time during Modern Warfare 2019, I definitely would have done the Obsidian grind, or if I had the motivation that I have now back then, I totally would have grinded Obsidian. But since Warzone was fresh and I was on the Warzone grind, I didn't really consider Obsidian until I think it was like the end of Cold War, and then I unlocked Obsidian on a couple guns in MW. But at this point in Vanguard, if they added the Obsidian camo within the game at around Season 3, that would give a perfect grind for the summer. And I kind of screwed myself over because I was going to save the Dark Aether camo grind for the summer, but I just ended up doing it AFK while in school in the first place, which, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have been a hard grind then either, and it wouldn't have been a very fun grind to focus on. So of course I'll do like DLC weapons as they come out through the seasons and get those Mastery camoed, but it's just, I want something more in the game. It feels like there's a lot of content for the first couple months of the game, and I understand completely that I'm a person that grinds through the camos extremely fast, and there's people that grind the camos throughout the entire year. So there will be people that unlock the Atomic camo a month or two before Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 comes out in the fall. But for hardcore grinders like me, there's not a lot of content. There's the mastery camos and then some calling cards, which you do the calling cards just miscellaneously in the background as you do your camo challenges. I think there's only a couple challenges for both zombies and multiplayer that you have to set a little bit of time aside to be able to do those calling card challenges, but they're super easy. They're just game mode oriented, or you have to exfil in zombies. And other than those challenges, everything can pretty much be done passively in the background, and you'll unlock a lot of calling card challenges without even focusing on them in the first place. So I think an Obsidian camo would be awesome to do. I think right now, with where I am with school and just YouTube and Call of Duty in general, I've been grinding Warzone and I've been grinding V2 rockets. Speaking of V2 rockets, 3-line rifle class on screen right now. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video, but with where I am personally, I would really love to see an Obsidian camo grind, even if the camo isn't as good as Obsidian looks like. I mean, for a camo of Obsidian's caliber, it actually looks pretty decent in game, and I like how it completely blacks out a gun. I just don't know how that would translate into a game like Vanguard. I don't know what a World War II themed Obsidian camo would be, or whatever that challenge, or whatever the equivalent would be. Like, I don't know, would you make it look like platinum, or would you make it look like a ruby? Or I honestly have no clue what they would do for it, but it would be at least a fun challenge and a fun grind to go through, and I would attempt at least to get everything Obsidian in Vanguard. And I realized I've been saying Obsidian a lot. If you guys are playing a drinking game and you take a shot every time I said the word Obsidian, odds are you're on your way to the hospital to get your stomach pumped, because, well, I mean, I've probably said it at least 20 times, but I hope you guys get what I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I want a new grind and a new challenge. It's just, it seems like since the Call of Duty formula has changed, where we used to have tons of emblems and calling cards to grind towards, and prestiges and mastery camos on top of that, it seems like a lot of that has been stripped away since Modern Warfare 2019, where the camo challenges are the hardest challenge and the longest challenge, and then when you complete that, you have a couple calling cards to grind towards, or a couple emblems to grind towards. And yeah, the games have been really easy to 100% complete in terms of camo challenges and calling card challenges. If you look at a game like Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, there was so many calling card challenges. It was like super rare to see someone with the 100% calling card where they've completed every challenge in the game in multiplayer. Or I don't know if zombies had one, but I know multiplayer did for sure. And there was like 200 challenges in multiplayer to complete on top of dark matter and prestiging. So yeah, just everything seems watered down right now. I've started to realize it seems like everything that was really good just dissipated in the water, and they're just like, okay, we'll keep some stuff and then we'll just kind of add some filler content here and there for people. But you know, we can dream. With that being said, I am going to go do school and make some lunch. I'm low-key in a lecture right now, and if you've seen my eyes glance at my screen, it's because I'm watching the calculations that they're doing, except I already did these before the class. I'm just making sure I got my answers right, and we're doing good so far. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, and if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.